Okay, so I said I'd go over a few clips of Gariepy and the woman he calls Mama JF. Let's go. This is the first one. And you can see before I've even started, you can see that Gariepy is already looking off screen. He sees Mama JF. She's about to approach or enter his studio. And the guy on the left is called No White Guilt. I remember, I don't think I watched this live at the time. This is a few years back, but when I watched it the first time, I thought she was speaking Mama JF when she was hysterical. I thought she was speaking to Gariepy himself, and Gariepy mutes her and then tells the audience that it's No White Guilt she's upset with. So let's go.
And says, this is what took place. These are the...
So you can see there, the two guys are immersed in a very serious conversation. A very serious conversation.
kinds of
Hey,
people
maybe
they
we
are.
could have
This
done
is
that.
what we have to arrest.
So she says, maybe we could have done that, I think.
Is that Mama
He's muted her straight away. He's muted her. He's saying something to her.
JF?
She's saying something to him, but we don't know what's being said. Now, the guy on the left, he's trying to be a professional. He's grinning. He's kind of saying, oh, is that Mama Jeff?
I thought I heard something.
So they're still talking. Gariepy is still talking to her. And she looks like she's smiling. And he's smiling awkwardly, but he's trying to push her away.
Anyhow,
I had to mute Mama Jeff because she was telling some mean things about No White Guilt. I apologize. Everyone
Right. So we're taking his word for it.
who's a fan of the show knows that Mama Jeff has an uncontrollable and irrational hate of No White Guilt, and we don't hate her for it. It's just a brain spark that she has where she construes No White Guilt as someone else. All right.
Right, you can see No White Guilt. He's really uncomfortable there. He's kind of chuckling, but he keeps moving on. He keeps moving up and down on the chair. He's really uncomfortable. Like, you go on someone's stream, you don't expect the wife of the streamer to have a problem with you, especially if you don't know her. Right, so Gariepy has muted her again, and there's a bit of shoving going on.
and then she comes right back.
All right. Sorry about that. All right. Lawrence Forbes says, does Mama Jeff really have an issue with No White Guilt?
All right, now this is something I wanted to say. When I used to watch these videos back in the day, definitely with more frequency, I noticed that the Mama Jeff character or person, anytime her name was mentioned, she would come running into the studio, which meant that she was watching the stream herself in the house. She was watching the stream. And anytime she was mentioned, she would come running in. She would speak for a few minutes. She would give Gariepy a kiss on the cheek, and then she would leave. That was generally what happened. So she was completely obsessed. By all appearances, she was completely obsessed with the show, with Gariepy, and we'll hear more about her obsession with Gariepy.
Or is she just fooling around? She has an actual issue.
Right, I want to go back because she's been listening and she doesn't agree with what Gariepy is saying. So let's...
She just fooling around. She has an actual...
So just fooling around, and she goes, no, or something.
issue.
I need it.
Right, he's muted her again, so we don't know what she's saying.
Don't say anything violent.
No, I want to.
What do you have to say?
No, I get seriously. You tried to kill me, okay?
Okay.
And I'm fucking sick that you're fucking me with me. You always follow me everywhere. And
All right.
and you say you want to make spiritual movement, but you fucking tried to kill me for 3 years, okay? You're a fucking
Okay.
psychopath, man.
Thomas, it's
Okay, I wonder what No White Guilt, like, what the fuck is he thinking? You know, if I were in his shoes, I would just say, sorry, man, you're busy there. We'll do the stream another time. That's what I would do. But he just sits there and he's being accused of all sorts of stuff.
maintenant va-t'en. Okay.
Okay, anyone who speaks French, if you do speak French, put it in the comments what Gariepy says there. I don't know what he's saying. Is he like saying in French, okay, relax, relax? I don't know what he's saying. So if someone speaks French, let me know in the comment section.
Okay, so the answer to the super chat is that Mama JF mistakes No White Guilt for someone who has committed acts of violence against her. So that's why you see her currently.
So you can hear her in the background saying no. She's adamant that what Gariepy is saying is not true.
Sad.
He mutes her again. You could probably get some lip reader in French to find out what they're saying.
Mama JF has been the victim of an act of violence. It was not by No White Guilt at all. She is confused, and because she is confused, she associates No White Guilt with...
Right, that sounds like she's going through a sort of trauma, this woman. And if she's suffered from a lot of trauma in her past, I don't think she's a 007 type of superhero that could survive out in the wild. He's muted her again.
Okay, now I told her...
Right, the way he says okay, he's been firm with her here. He's been firm with her.
To not come back, you don't come back. So, she has been the victim of acts of violence that were not performed by...
You do not come back. You do not come back. So he's in control here, guys. He's in control.
No White Guilt at all. However, as it is the case with some people who are victim of acts of violence, they have difficulties associating who did that to them, and they sometimes unfairly reproach the act to a random person. The random person that the brain of Mama JF has identified in the world is No White Guilt. For some reason, he showed his face on a stream, and she thought that he is the one who hurt her.
Right. I wonder, have the Canadian police contacted No White Guilt? You know, they've probably watched this video a number of times. They have to follow all leads. So I wonder, has he received a phone call?
It is not. However, it is very hard to explain to a victim of crimes that the association that they've done in their brain is not the right one. So that is the full story. Again, I apologize, No White Guilt, but I think he's got used to it. And so at this point, there's nothing I can do other than explain the situation.
Right, you said he's got used to it. So does that mean that No White Guilt was already aware that Mama JF thought he was some guy in a spiritual movement who'd been trying to kill her for 3 years?
And people are asking on the regular chat, is Mama JF okay? Yes, she is doing good. I don't know if she wants to come to say hi, but she is doing good. So no worries for Mama JF.
Right, so as I said, anytime she's mentioned, she'll come in, which means she's listening to the stream at all times. She's listening. Now, whether she's on a laptop in a different room or she's standing just outside the studio listening, I don't know. But anytime her name is mentioned, she comes in. So she's obsessed with him. She's obsessed with the show.
Hello.
Hey, I just want to say, no, I will never accept your apologies, okay? What you did to me was so mean. And this guy is not a real person. He's doing shape-shifting. And he's a ghost. Don't believe him. He's not a real person.
Okay.
So there you go. He's a shapeshifter and a ghost. Don't believe him.
And you
So-
want to kill me.
Okay.
And he wants to kill me, right?
So No White Guilt is a ghost, according to Mama JF. I will say, as a journalist, I have a duty here not to allow defamation. And I will say that the theory that No White Guilt is a shape-shifting ghost is unsupported at the moment, in my view. All right, we have a...
All right, so this is a different clip, and yeah, they're having some wine or whatever, and it's revealed that Mama JF, she left everything behind to be with Gariepy, according to herself.
question for Mama JF coming on the super chat. K Max McDonald says, Mama JF, what is your background? What country do you derive your ethnic heritage from?
Right, so what country do you derive your ethnic heritage from? And you'll notice that she does not answer that question.
Okay,
It's as if she doesn't understand the question.
I can answer that. Okay, but before, I had a bad
Well, she says she can't answer it. Fair enough.
life, but then after I discovered GF, then I started to look at GF every day. I was always looking at GF. I became crazy. I lost everything I had. I lost my job, my family.
You see him laughing away there, but I get the feeling he's loving it. It's stroking his ego big time.
I quit school. I lost everything. I was just looking at GF all the time. I was crazy. And then after I wrote to him, I said, GF, I want to suck your dick.
So there you go. Yeah, I want to suck your dick. I want to suck your dick.
And then he told me. And that's my background.
It always seems to end up in some sort of sexual thing, generally with her. It seems to.
You lost your job because you were
I
addicted.
lost everything.
You lost everything because you were
my
addicted
job.
to my shows.
Yeah, I was just looking at your show all the time. Even I had a job, and I was going to hide in the bathroom to listen to your show. And I was then my boss said, "Why you always disappeared for 10 minutes?" Then he fired me. I lost everything, my family, my friends, everything because
My family, my friends. Now, when you hear this, and obviously you can't believe everything she says. You can't believe everything she says. She seems a little bit delusional, somewhat delusional. You can't believe everything she says, but here she's saying that she lost her family and her friends. And when you hear that, you think of a control freak. You think some guy has more or less made sure that she can't contact her family, her friends. Now, it's possible she fell out with her family. It's possible she separated from her friends. You know, these are possibilities. But it seems when this video was streamed that she was very much isolated. The only person she has in her life is Gariepy, the guy who's laughing away there, delighted with himself, getting his ego stroked.
I was just looking at GF show all the time.
You've never told me that.
You've never told me that. So, you know, they're living together at this stage, maybe 2 years. And she never mentioned that she lost everything to be with him. This is the first time, you know, in front of the camera.
Yeah.
Wow. That is some dedicated fan right here. And then
Perfectly normal response. You know, you just find out that the woman was so obsessed with you that she lost everything, her job, her family, her friends, and your response is you're a great fan. You're a dedicated fan, a wonderful person.
and you say you wrote to me that you wanted to suck my dick.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, he had to repeat that. You know, he wanted his audience to hear that, just in case they couldn't understand her babbling. You know, he had to mention that, and you see the smirk on him there.
GF, I'm a French. I want to suck your dick. He said, okay, yes.
I don't remember that. I don't remember that you offered that right away. I mean,
Yeah.
personally, I'm very surprised by this story. I didn't know that this was your view of our relationship.
Right, so like, you know, they've been together 2 years, give or take, and this is the first time he's ever heard of any of this. And it's almost as if when the camera's turned off, they don't speak at all. They only ever speak on the camera, and that's when they find things out about each other. Right, I think that is the end of. No, there's a bit more.
When I came in this morning at about
All right, so this was some news channel, I think, and you might remember in his first video, I think in his second video as well, he was on about how Mama JF is like, what was it, 007. She can change her identities. She will keep a hoodie up and avoid facial recognition cameras. Well, check this out. We don't know if it's her, but there's an uncanny resemblance to her. Let's just say that.
10:30, I saw those graffitis. I said, again, graffitis. Actually, I didn't know what it was about. And it's always frustrating. You got to paint over again. I looked up the name and I saw that he wants to make ethno-states, JF GARIEPY, and he's from the province of Quebec. Never heard of him. And from what I've read, some of it on Wikipedia, I didn't quite agree with him.
All right, and now I'll play the second video.
It looks like a male, but I have a feeling it's a female, especially it's written in pink. And
so you can say who you think that looks like.
well, especially
The Sideshow Bob hair should be a dead giveaway.
looking at the camera at the front of the building, the writing, the person completed the graffiti, wasn't happy about it because they left and came back and put a heart. Maybe they didn't want people to think it was anything not extreme.
Now that's a high IQ individual. A high IQ individual. They spray paint graffiti, and they don't have a hood up. They don't have a mask on. Nothing. High IQ all the way. Okay, this is the next video. Let's go. Let's get it up.
Was there alcohol? This alcohol? Was there alcohol in there, Mama J?
And by the way, I think there are emojis put up on the screen here. These are not by me. These were on the video when I downloaded it. So, just so you know.
F? I really don't understand what it is. For the first time in my life, I'm drinking something. I have no idea what that is. What is it?
Oh, JF, you did him.
I dissed him?
Yeah.
Ba-ba-bam!
Did it help you?
What's this?
Because I'm sorry, because I heard a voice in my head that said, you need to give him the drink.
But what is it?
It's the brandy.
Brandy?
Yeah, and the little juice. Because
Brandy and juice.
yes, did it help you?
Yes, it's great. I mean, I'm very happy to be drinking this. And yeah, I've experienced.
He does not look very happy in this video at all. He looks like he's about to snap, to be honest with you.
It did taste like alcohol, so I was suspecting that there was alcohol in there. How are you doing, people of the regular chat? I don't have much news items to cover tonight. What are you doing, Mama JF?
Yes, JF, I want to say something. Okay?
Oh, you want to co-host the show?
Yes.
What is it?
Look, go a little bit
What?
there.
Oh, you want me
Just look at his body language. He does not look happy at all.
to? Well, if I go away, you can host the show,
Oh, okay,
but
nice.
do not violate YouTube rules.
Okay.
Do not violate YouTube rules.
Sit, boo boo, sit. Good dog.
All right.
Okay. Okay, so everybody, how are you today? I will be telling you something. Okay, so everybody, let me talk to you about JF Dick. JF.
Right, she's talking about JF's dick, I think. So, she gets a chance to take over the show to speak, and immediately it has sexual connotations.
Dick is so great. oh my god, like I put it inside of me and I was feeling like born again. It was like so great. It's marvelous. It's the best thing I experienced in my whole life. It was like so great and so beautiful and like wow, seriously. It was like it was incredible. It was the most beautiful thing I ever see in my life. Like seriously. Okay. And like now I want to do a little something. I want to make a speech, okay? JF, I want to make a speech.
Okay, now, didn't you speak while I was gone?
Yes.
Oh, you want me to go sit there?
Yeah.
Okay. What's up?
Okay, so look, everybody. Hello.
Hello?
I wanted to tell you today I was feeling very good. I don't know why, but I feel like there's a party in my head. And I don't know if you remember all day I told you it's so beautiful outside. And I think it's because it's the equinox.
The
Right, just look at his Garyepy's left hand there. He has it just under his chin. It's kind of twitching. Like he looks very impatient here and very uncomfortable. So just go back. Right. So just watch.
All day I told you it's so beautiful outside, and I think it's because it's the
So I don't know, is he kind of plucking at his little beard or what? But it's moving back and forth.
equinox.
The equinox. This moment that starts the fall, the moment at which the days are longer or something like that?
Yes, I feel something crazy. Like I heard the music everywhere, and that was so great, okay? And I just wanted to tell you, like, if we were in Montreal, I would just go outside and make a party, like... Seriously, like, we should go there. It's so great.
So you are feeling...
Right, so, you know, she's the perfect candidate for living in the middle of nowhere. This party animal is the perfect candidate for living out in the wild, off-grid.
Feeling happy and everything.
Yes, didn't you feel it today? Was like a party, like...
Yes, Mama JF was telling me all day, you know, I'm feeling a special feeling.
Yeah, special feeling. Don't you feel this?
I'm feeling this, but it's pretty much an everyday experience, you know, it's not like suddenly today everything changed. I'm always like this. I'm always on the party life.
JF is always like party life.
What do you think of life with me? Do you enjoy? Do you find this bizarre? What is it to live with JF?
JF.
That's such a fucking weird question. That's that's a really fucking weird question. What is it like to live with a great person who is me? You know, how does it feel to live with such a great person like me?
Like a meme, he always does like this.
I dance like this?
Yeah, when I don't. William Reich is a pedophile, okay, and I was hooked on his book for a long time, okay. I read all of his books, and he's a fucking pedophile. Seriously, don't listen to him, like, because like my ex-boyfriend, he fucking hooked me on the pedophile thing.
Okay.
And it was no good, okay? Don't listen to him. Like, look, children, they can have a... show the camera. He's a pedophile, okay? And
okay.
Like, seriously, like, he's a pedophile, and before my ex-boyfriend, he brainwashed me into being a pedophile, and I'm so sorry because I go to the rave, I go to people in Montreal, I tell them children have sexuality.
Okay, so essentially they were trying to introduce memes in your brain that, oh, maybe pedophilia is okay.
Yeah.
And now you...
Right, so he has to kind of sugarcoat it. He has to sugarcoat it, and she could be very much intoxicated as well in this moment. So she's just going to agree with him.
You've rejected these memes. It
so
was
bad.
crap.
No, look, it's sure children can have sexuality, but is it good? Is it something that we want?
All right, wonderful.
No, it's not good. Okay?
All right, Mama JF, I need to finish this show. So are you done?
Okay, so I just finished my thing. Look, everyone, let's just make a party, and we're gonna be alright.
Yes, we're gonna be all right.
Okay.
All right, thank you so much for your contribution.
Okay.
Mama JF must have been drinking more of the brandy that she sent me, because she sent me a small portion, but she must have been drinking all of it. Now I'm starting to think my brandy bottle may be empty.
Okay, I'll bring you some more.
Okay, you bring me some more. All right. Absolutely, this is what I... Oh my god, you drank all of the brandy.
No, I just wanted
Look at this bottle,
to
it's
tell you
absolutely empty.
The brandy is no more.
The brandy is no
The
more.
brandy is no more.
Well,
What are we gonna do?
well, we have other bottles. It's not like it's dramatic, but that's a lot of alcohol, Mama JF.
Look, that's a green juice.
Ah, you mixed it with some...
Yeah, I just have a question. Is it possible that she's pregnant when as this is being streamed out? Is she pregnant? And if so, what the hell is she doing drinking so much alcohol? As I say, if she's pregnant, and they sort of allude to something at the end here. You'll hear it.
Brisk tea. All right, keep that out of the...
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. Mina Margot says, Jeff, ultimately, do you want babies or
Right, I don't know if this is from the same stream or not.
not? I have plenty of babies, and I'm on the...
If it is from the same stream, that would show you why JF is actually comfortable speaking about babies, having babies. The alcohol may have loosened his lips, so let's listen again.
Mina Margot says, Jeff, ultimately, do you want babies or not? I have plenty of babies, and I'm on a production spree. You have no idea. It's not, don't forget, because I see a lot of you guys were like, Jeff, when are the babies coming? Dude, you have no idea. You don't know how many babies I... Hello, Mama Jeff.
You don't know how many babies, but I'm just telling you, on the 3rd of October, there's a little rise of temperature happening.
All right. She's giving all sorts of details now. Sleep well. Oh, Mama Jeff.
Yeah, I heard someone said she's planning. I'm not planning. JF told me that.
Yeah.
Right, now that's a bombshell. She said she's not planning it. JF told her that. So he's telling her about her, whether she's pregnant or not, or regarding her fertility. I don't know. But it seems she's completely clueless in regard to these things, but he knows. He's the one who's telling her about her own body. Let's go back.
You don't know how many babies I... Hello, Mama Jeff.
You don't know how many babies, but I'm just telling you, on the 3rd of October, there's a little rise of temperature happening.
All right. She's giving all sorts of details now. Sleep well. Oh, Mama Jeff.
Yeah, I heard someone said she's planning. I'm not planning. JF told me that.
Yeah.
JF is fucking watching the thing.
JF understands reproductive cycles. JF measures temperatures. We're not gonna trust Mama JF with the calculation of her ovulation.
Right. Now, why would you not trust Mama JF with her own ovulations if she's, a high IQ, 007 superstar individual? Now that's a question I'd like to ask.
After all, I'm a surgeon.
Right, and this is the final video. So it seems like he's controlling a lot of things. He's the one who's finding out her body temperature and all that. Some people would say, oh, he sounds like a total control freak. Well, I've got a video here that will prove that he's not, maybe he's not a control freak. Maybe he's not a control freak. And do you remember COVID, guys? Do you remember COVID? Do you remember COVID? Do you remember wearing the masks? Do you remember, being forced by your employers to go and get an experimental cocktail put into your bloodstream? Do you remember like family members falling out, family members not attending each other's events, events being cancelled because of COVID? Do you remember all the suicides during COVID? Do you remember, do you remember since COVID? Do you remember how the rich got a hell of a lot richer and the rest of us got a hell of a lot poorer? Have you noticed that since COVID, we're earning the same money, but prices have doubled in the supermarket and bills have doubled? Have you noticed that? Well, Gariepy, within weeks of COVID, 6 weeks or so, he put together a meticulous video. Meticulous being the operative word here. He put a meticulous video together. It was like a public announcement video advising people how to keep viruses such as COVID out of the home. So I'm not going to play the whole thing. I do recommend this video if you are having problems sleeping. I think it will help you sleep. But this is the video.
Sterile exit is to choose your exit and re-entry lobby.
Sterile, he likes that word. Sterile, sterilize, yeah.
Ideally, the lobby is an entrance that is blocked by at least one door from the outside and one door to the inside of your home. The re-entry lobby does not have to be directly connected to your home. A shed could work as well.
I'm just going to keep skipping through this and then we'll finish.
On days where it does not be outside and needs to be brought on the inside, a dozen pieces of paper towels, each individual is prepared. Inspect each element of your protective material for functionality. Among other things, pay attention to any cracks in your face-proof cap. Finally,
all right, I don't know anyone who has a hazmat. He's a doctor, so he probably has about 25 of them. But in my circle, I don't know a single person who's ever mentioned them having a hazmat suit.
put your waterproof gloves going above your suit. Grab your wallet and keys in your gloves, and if your suit has external pockets, put them in there, else carry them in your hands. You are good to go. Boots. This is where the pieces of paper towel can be handy. They will help you scrub more easily with less friction than your waterproof gloves. Dispose of any paper towel you use in your garbage bag. If your area is not ventilated, you may need to leave a door or window open to ensure that the alcohol vapors do not become too concentrated in your lobby. Remove your waterproof hat. Remove your face protection
I thought this was funny where he puts his hands up. I just thought it was funny, right?
while making sure that you are grabbing an external disinfectant or soap as you feel is necessary to ensure disinfection. Once you have cleaned your face protection, come back with it and the gloves and open up your breathing mask. Remove machine washes as you see fit to clean out any biological agent that could remain after disinfection. If your re-entry lobby is a locked place, you can leave your wallet and keys in the Ziploc bag and use them later. If you need to bring them inside the home, spray the outside of the Ziploc bag with disinfectant while wearing gloves, and clean your cards, keys, and wallet with either disinfectant, water vapor, or soap as you see fit.
Right, I think we've seen about it enough. There is something else I wanted to say. He did mention in one of his interviews that he has cameras so that he's being recorded at all times. It's like for his safety or something. you know, I don't know. Like I just can't imagine having a camera in every single room. It's just weird. Anyway, let me know what you think, guys. I will end this video now. Hit the like, share this, and if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Links to all my social media will be in the description. YouTube, they could take this channel down at any time, as you know. So make sure you subscribe to Odyssey and BitChute as well. Until soon.